Hi, this is Dick Morris with the 6th of my video reports, and this one is a joyous one. It's about Nancy Pelosi's slow destruction and I think inevitable demise. You know, the standard for a speaker is not integrity or innocence or guilt, it's effectiveness. You don't have a speaker like you have a president or a Supreme Court judge. You have a speaker as a means to an end. Her job is to control the House and pass the president's program. And when she's unable to do that, and when she's unable to command a majority and whip them all into line, she's useless. And it's clear that Nancy Pelosi is now not in a position to tell anybody how to vote, and that she really has a lot more on her mind than passing the president's program. You know, I had a whole series of run-ins with Leon Panetta when he was White House Chief of Staff, and I was Clinton's advisor trying to move him to the center. Once I threatened to quit, once he threatened to quit, and we really went at it with an incredible intensity. And I can tell you this, Leon is a skilled infighter. In fact, his usual method of infighting is leaking to the Wall Street Journal. It's a wonderful time where once he said he wanted to talk to me, and Eileen yelled back at him, "Do it the usual way, leak to Wall Street Journal." Anyway, you do not want to get into a fight with Leon Panetta, and you do not want to get into a fight with the CIA. I mean, those guys have so much information and so much access to so many ways to gather material that you just do not want to get into a match with them. And it is inconceivable that an Obama appointee who is the head of the CIA would lie in accusing a Democratic Speaker of the House of lying. He couldn't possibly do that. And what it really matters now is one of the two is going to have to go, either Panetta or Pelosi. And you can't have Panetta go. You can't undermine the whole effectiveness of the CIA. You can't have the Democratic Party accusing the agency of culpability and lying when they're dependent on it to avoid terrorist attacks and God knows what else. So I think that you're probably looking at a situation where Pelosi inevitably is going to be undermined. And think of the dynamics in the House. Pelosi was elected 118 to 95. Steny Hoyer, a former client who's not as obnoxious as Nancy, you couldn't get that bad, but who is also a straight party line regular, more of a boss type, less of a revolutionary type. Anyway, Hoyer got 95 votes, so those people are going to run out on Pelosi. And then some of Pelosi's voters, thinking that Hoyer will take over as Speaker and worried that he'll retaliate against them because they voted against him last time, are going to start coming over to him. And more the individual members are going to start talking to Hoyer. And then somebody like Murtha will take Nancy aside and say, hey, it's time to go. Because the one thing you know is that she can't be effective. And that's what the speakership is all about. Thanks very much. Now, please come to dickmorris.com, my website, and on it we have a vote about whether Nancy Pelosi should resign as Speaker. And every time you make a vote, we send an email to Nancy. So it'd be pretty cool. This message is going out to 400,000 people if we could send tens and tens of thousands of emails to her. Or go to call her, 202-224-3121. That's the capital number, and just ask for Pelosi. That's 202-224-3121. Thanks a lot.